Hello there, my friends. How are you? It is just another day in paradise, isn't it? Welcome to Live at the Loom. Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and here we are gathering together another week to talk about weaving and life and whatever else we can come up with. How the heck are you? I am flying solo again today, so everyone behave, including me. Just keep me in line, people. That will be your job for this lovely Thursday. All right, tell me how you are. We had quite the crew who was in early. I love it. Anne was here. Anne was saying that she's looking forward to the weave along. She never tried honeycomb. And I'm very excited because I hope you'll enjoy it. And if you don't, you'll learn that you don't enjoy honeycomb. It's good either way. You'll learn something no matter what. Good morning, Connie Peterson. And Gemma is on. We love that. Kathy from Idaho is here. So sweet. Hi, Ernie. Ernie's at home. Or where in the world is Ernie DeVries? Going to Kentucky, I think is what I saw. Gemma, let's see. I already said that Gemma was here, right? But there was a question about what's a rocking heddle? I've never heard of that as well. A rocking heddle is a little children's loom that's like a slab of wood with short and deep slits for the warp threads. Rocks back and forth instead of being lifted up and down. That's fascinating, Gemma. A rocking heddle. I've never heard that. Anyone else? Rocking heddle. Going once. Going twice. Who else heard of rocking heddle? That's awesome. You guys always teach me something. That is for sure. Hello, Carrie and Diana Smith from Western Tennessee. And Ruth is here. Hi, Ruth. What is it? She said the wind was crazy. The topper from my chimney blew off, and now I have to get my dear husband to put it back on. We had crazy storms here yesterday too. I don't know if it's hail or sleet. Okay, totally off topic. What is the difference between hail and sleet? I don't know. We had something pinging off the deck yesterday. That's all I know. We had something. I have to go check my car. I don't know. I don't. They weren't really big, but there was a lot of them for a very short amount of time. We had crazy weather here, yes. So I feel you, Ruth. Hello, Sky. She said weird weather. Yes, that sounds like us here too. Old man winter doesn't want to let go. You are speaking the truth, my friend, for sure. Connie says, just a reminder, today is the official first day of spring. Yes, Connie, we're ready. We're ready. I know you can't see the rest of my space, but over in my back corner there, I've started some seeds. We'll see. It didn't go well last year, so we're trying it again, part 2. So we'll see. Hello, Christy Lofton. And Rhonda's here. Rhonda says, I don't know what the big deal is. She says 51 and sunny. Daffodils. I love it. Rhonda, we're all going to come to your house. That is, brace yourself. The Live at the Loom crew is on the way so we can enjoy spring with you because it does not look much like spring. We had snow. We still have snow. I think it's still snowing. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Cindy from Prince Edward Island. And Diana Smith is here. Oh, nice. That is awesome. Let's see who else popped in while I was making all the greetings to the pretty people. Hello, Sherry. I love that. She's like, yay, it's Thursday. Excellent. How was that puppy, my friend? Hello, Kim. She said it's spring here in Atlanta. Kim, we are so glad because it is not spring anywhere where I am or north. That's not not yet. You know what the challenge is? The challenge is that we had really warm weather. Last Friday here, we saw like 76 degrees. It was crazy. And of course, I want to go put all the seeds in the ground when it's like that. But then we have days like today when the high is 38. We still have snow happening. So yeah. It's confusing this time of year, right? I don't know what season it is. Technically, according to Connie, it's spring. Hello, Emily. Snow this morning is gorgeous, and I can stay away from the garden guilt-free. Yes, that is true. The second it gets to be gardening weather, you feel like you want to be out with the garden. I understand that. Hello, Tamison. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Rita. That's awesome. I'm guessing it is pretty gorgeous in Sacramento, isn't it, Rita? Is that, you confirm that one? Oh, Rhonda said her daughter has one of those rocking heddles. Rocking heddles? Did I get the word right? They use it for rug and craft weaving. I love that. Oh, thank you, Diana. See, I knew you guys would help me out. She says, sleet is frozen rain. Connie says, hail's hard and larger. Sleet is frozen rain. See, you guys are so smart. I don't need any kind of Wikipedia. I just need you. That's all. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Rhonda says hail, hard ice balls, sleet, water mixed with ice. Okay, we had hail then. How's that? Oh, see, look at you guys. I like that. Oh, I love it. Hey, Liz, she's here. I love that. Sherry says we had so much hail, it looked like snow. The wind was blowing 51 miles an hour. Woo! Strap in for that. That's no joke. Hello, Sue Ann. Hello, Deb. Oh, look, what another Canadian. I love it. Hello. I love the Canadians. I love our international crew. That's so awesome. Let's see who else. Yeah, Liz says hubby is snow blowing. Liz is in the UP of Michigan, so if we got a little bit of snow, I would imagine you probably got a lot of snow. That's what I'm guessing. Hello, Maureen McQuethy. Oh, look at this fabulous crew today, you guys. I'm so happy to see you. So, you know why this week was significant, right? Because we announced the upcoming April Weave Along. And just in case you didn't catch it from earlier, honeycomb. Honeycomb is our pattern. Friends, I am so excited. Here, I brought the project. Hold that thought. Let me see. This is our honeycomb runner. Isn't that pretty? The colors really worked out well this time. You know, isn't that the funny thing about weaving and color is that you anticipate, you're like, I think it's going to be good, but you just don't always know until it is woven, in this case, till it's washed and dried, the whole thing. Anyways, honeycomb. This is what we're going to do, friends. Isn't that fun? Here's the one thing I always like to warn folks. Honeycomb is going to have long floats in the back. It just is. It's just nature of the beast. In order to get this kind of cell, like interlocking cells, like honeycomb, thus the name, someone was on it there, you're going to have long floats in the back. So this is not good or bad. It just is. Just plan accordingly. So you have long floats in the back. There we go. Honeycomb. Who else is excited? Yes. Oh, Nikki popped in. So did Mary Howard. Hi, Mary. Thank you, Ruth. See, you guys have to do this for because Lori's not here. That's awesome. Everyone like all the good things. Diana says, I giggle when you all say wind over 45 is strong from Wyoming, where 50 is an everyday breeze. Ooh, Diana, that's yeah. I love the fact that you threw a y'all in there, Diana. You know, I lived in South Carolina for years, so on occasion, I'll slip up and be like, hey, y'all. No, I don't. Okay, no, I should clarify. I don't usually use it in that context. I'll use it like mid-sentence somewhere. It just like pops out of nowhere. Or all y'all. The plural of y'all. It's not y'all's. It's all y'all. Oh, I love the Southerners. Yes. Ernie said my son just drove across Minnesota. No. New Mexico. Wow. I just flipped all those. New Mexico. Thank you. That would make more sense, Ernie. On his way back from Oklahoma, he said visibility was down to a quarter mile. Blowing dust. Ooh, yeah. No. Aw. Bruce said my parents are beekeepers. They need to make a honeycomb. I need to make a honeycomb runner for them. That's okay. That would be so sweet and fun and appropriate. That is awesome. That yes. Yes. Okay. Lori is fine. She just has holiday plans. So yeah, she's okay. I promise. Yes. Oh, that's an interesting observation. She was saying they're kind of Ukrainian colors. Yeah, I was thinking Florida. That was yeah, absolutely. That works too. Okay, Liz says up in the UP we say use for y'all. Like use guys. Is that Yep. I like an occasional y'all. That's it's short. It's just instead of, it's one syllable versus you know what I mean. Anyways, so if you have never done a weave along with us at Acting Creative, you are in for a treat, my friends. First of all, you have lots of options. All you need to do is weave, start and finish a honeycomb project in the month of April. Those are the only parameters. That's it, friends. However, if you are just starting out, you're like, I don't feel so strong about my design skills, making my own thing. We have this project and Michelle Marshall's Bridget Heddle project available for purchase. So you can purchase the instructions. There's a little how-to video if you like that option. You can also get the yarns directly from Cotton Clouds. Woo! Jody is the best. She's on standby. She is just shipping them out at lightning pace. So if you want materials, if you want instructions, all that is available to you. Oh, and did I even put the, look at me, falling down on the job. Friends, I didn't even, let me see if I can do it while we're talking. Multitasking is not always my strong suit. Let me see. I think I can put in, let's see. I know it's this dot, here's the, what's the word? See, multitasking is hard, folks. Let's see. I think this is it. Okay, we'll say that we'll add that banner and then we'll put this up. There we go. Okay. Oh, I can do hard things. Okay, that's all right. This is the Weave Along Central page. All the links are there. No matter what you need, no matter what questions you have, all the links are in one spot right here. Tiny URL at AWAL for April Weave Along 2025. Yep. I was going to say something else about that. It's just went like right on my brain. I think the whole trying to type and speak just like short circuited something. So yeah. Weave Along stuff. Oh, I know. Next Monday, which is just a few days away, the doors will be open for the Facebook group. Woohoo! You do not have to do the Facebook group, friends, but if you do it anyways, if you're on Facebook, come over and join us. It is a short time group. It's only open for about 7 weeks, and it's all focused on the Weave Along. Dun, da, da, da. Look at that. Multitasking. It's hard. I'm not a good multitasker. Yeah. See? Okay, wait. What is this, Diana? Nebraska says Ewans. Really? Ewans? Y'all? I love this conversation. Sue Ann says it'd be fun to weave something in honeycomb in yellows and golds and then embroider little bees on it. Oh, Sue Ann, that's brilliant. If I send you mine, will you embroider little bees on it? I love that idea. That's brilliant. You guys are so talented. All the cool ideas. Yep. Thank you, Carrie. See? Hello, Alex Madison. Look, you guys are doing such a good job. Happy Weave Along, right? Thank you. Thank you, Alex Madison. I always count on you. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Sherry. This is a great reminder. Jody will also help you pick out other colors if you want something different. You absolutely, Sherry says I might have done that. Yeah. You absolutely can do that, friends. If you're looking at mine, you're like, oh, Chris, no, those are not serious enough colors. I don't know what you'd be interested in, but if you want different colors, you absolutely can. Just give her a call. Friends, Jody is the friendliest, most helpful human being you'll ever meet. So do not ever be shy about calling up Cotton Clouds and be like, hey, I have questions. Can I do this? She'll find a way. I promise. She's amazing. Let's see. Sky said I have to wait until October. Working on getting my lovely Astrid Ann ready to use. That's exciting. I don't think I could do that weave on a frame loom. That'd be tricky, Sky. Yeah, that would be tricky. Yeah, you could try it. I haven't done enough work on a frame loom to make a call one way or the other. It would just be, that could be challenging. So yes, we'll you decide. You can absolutely, if you do Facebook, come over and do the group anyways, though, because the group is amazing. Donna is like, I forgot it's Thursday. What day is it? Kim says, I probably won't get into it in April, but I'm excited to try it. We have the runner from last year on our dining room table. Okay, isn't that fun? I kind of rotate through which April Weave Along projects go on the table right now, which reminds me, I don't have anything on there. You guys, I need to put out a runner on the table. That'd be really, it's just fun, right? Because then you have these fun memories of a time when you learned a new pattern or you were having fun with all the rest of the weavers. Hello, Gillian. How are you? Connie says, Minnesota say you guys. Okay, that's very Midwest. We do that here. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Carrie says, Spain says, ustedes. You guys do that on purpose, don't you? You throw in the hard words just to see me flub it, don't you? Yeah. That's okay. That's all right. You know, I'm trying to learn Italian. Did I tell you this? I'm trying to learn Italian because I'm getting ready to go to Italy. My nephew's over there for school. So I'm trying to learn Italian. So I'm humbled all the time about how hard it is to make your mouth say different words. Okay. Oh, Sky. Oh, good question about colors. How do you go about choosing the color palette for your weaves? Oh, Sky, that's a very good question. It's a lot of intuition. Sometimes there's a theme. Sometimes I know that I want to, well, let me start here, Sky. I typically go into a project with some kind of personality in mind. That sounds very woo-woo, I realize. However, like this one, I wanted it to be happy and springy. So I knew that as I looked at colors, that's what I had in my head. The one that I have on my loom right now, which you'll get to see lots of, that I've had on for a long time, I knew that I wanted to use the 2025 Pantone color of the year. So I started with that and I built the other colors around it. So kind of depends. I love that color. I love that question though, because it depends on kind of the purpose. What do I want the fabric to do? Sometimes, friends, I'll be honest, the purpose of the fabric is to show you a pattern or to show you a color combination or to work with different textiles or textures or whatever that is. So it depends. Good question though, Sky. How do you guys pick colors? You put in the comments. What do you have a method? How do you choose your color palette? I like. Yeah. Okay. We're loving the embroidery beekeeping theme. That is fantastic. Carrie. Carrie said I did it perfectly. I don't know that she's I think she's just kissing up, but that's okay. I'll take it. That's all right. That's all right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hello, Creative Neko. If you have trouble picking colors, you can look up color palettes online, like searching Sunset Color Palette. Oh, that's a good tip. Oh, by the way, what names? Multitasking is hard. Thinking, talking, all those things. Amanda from Shiny Dime Fibers. She turned me on to an app where you can like put in a picture and it'll give you the hold please. Hold please. I think it's right here on my phone. Let me see if I can pull it up just for conversation's sake. Oh no, I bet I can't. Oh wait. It's right here. It's called Color Viewfinder. Have you guys played with this? I know it's gonna be hard to see. Oh, sorry, that was a bad idea. Color Viewfinder. Basically, it's if you want to kind of find some ideas for different kind of combinations of colors. It's very fun. It's a fun color thing to play with for sure. Rue says she finds beautiful pieces of nature and then picks out colors from that piece of nature. Very nice. That's always a good idea. Mother Nature just hardly ever gets it wrong. So I think that is a great way to be inspired and go from there. Mary says, I'm intimidated by the honeycomb, but I really want to try it. The heddle threading is confusing to me, and then the treadles are also confusing, but we'll move on. Mary Howard, I will hold your hand the whole way. Don't you worry, sister. I got you. Liz says, I often choose based on what I have on hand. That is very practical and Michigander-ish of you, Liz. That is I like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, Gemma says, sometimes the recipient determines the color choice. Absolutely. If anyone's weaving things for me, no light pink. Thank you very much. That's Cindy says I pick one color and then use a color wheel to pick complementary or contrasting colors. Very nice, Cindy. That's I like that method. That's a fun way to at least get the conversation going, right? Picking things out. Kathy says, I just kind of know when I look at the colors I have and whatever clicks together. You know, Kathy, I love that though, because I think for so many of us, you included, is that you've been doing crafting art things for a while. So you start to kind of develop this like intuitive muscle around color. I think that weaving is also a very humbling craft because you're like, oh, I got this. And you put it on and you're like, oh, no, that's not. that doesn't look great. No. So I think you just never know. I think sometimes I'm still surprised. I will have been weaving, friends, have been weaving 20 years this fall. 20 years. And I still have time. So I'm like, oh, look at that. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rhonda says, I take a lot of inspiration from nature. Nice. Pick a primary color to focus on and then add 2 to 3 other colors. I do this with quilts too. Oh yeah. Pick a primary focus and add 2 to 3 supporting colors. That's a great method, Rhonda. Ooh, there we go. Sherry is Sherry is all about the Cotton Clouds shout outs. That's amazing. We always want to support Cotton Clouds. Jody has color palettes you can see as well, which is so fun. If you've ever played with this, friends, she has like ready-made bundles of yarn. What a blast. Because whether they're your colors or not, what a great challenge. You don't have to pick them out. You just order them up. They arrive on your doorstep and you're like, what do I do with this? And keep in mind that part of the thing about colors is that you also have to think about how much of each color. Like the ratios usually shouldn't be equal. So play with, you can have just a little touch of this and a lot of that. And so that's where color really gets fun. Did I really, Carrie? Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. I have to go back and find it so I can keep pronouncing it then. Thank you, Carrie. What was that, Donna? Can you see the back? Oh, of this guy? Is that what you want to see? I'll show you. Don't you worry. This is the back. You got these nice long floats as you're making the and friends, when you get in there to start weaving it, you'll see why there's floats. Because of the way it's threaded, you'll have big chunks where nothing lifts up. And you make the nice little floats. It's so fun. And I made sure that this version they're all like equally spaced, but they don't have to be. Friends, you have options. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Connie's seen the color viewfinder app. It's fun, right? Diana also picks from nature: landscape, sunsets, birds, flowers. Mother Nature just doesn't get it wrong. So that is, I think that's always a good plan. Christy says, I also choose a main color and then Google color palette. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Also pick up paint color cards in the paint section. Yes. Even if you're not a misfix-it, like I am not, and I don't fix things well. I still think Menards and Lowe's and Home Depot can be your friends because they have color cards. Mm-hmm. So it says, for me, sometimes colors are determined by a request from someone. Sometimes by what is in my stash, sometimes just inspiration from nature. I love that. You guys are very zen about this. That's fantastic. Carrie says, I am still stash busting. So I throw things on the floor and I choose which go together. Okay, Carrie, that's so funny you should say that, because when I do like something that's all about color textures, I will take pretty much like everything that I might remotely be interested in, and I will take it all out of the shelves and I will put it all over the floor, and then it becomes this fun kind of cherry picking what you want at what time. Yes, I Carrie, I see you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I love all your comments. Yes, Connie, 20 years. Can you believe that? I started when I was 7 years old. No, it's not true. That's actually not true. That's actually, yeah. Okay, friends. What is this? What is really nice about the Color Finder app is you can pick a meaningful photo to pull colors from. If there's a gift, then you get a photo of meaningful place. Oh, I love that. How nice. Okay, friends, tell me how your projects are going. What's on your loom? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you have happening? Just lay it on me. Thank you, Sky. That was a great question, Sky. Thank you. So I come from a painting background, so I wondered how to bring that over to choosing colors for weaving. Yeah, probably not so different. The only challenge is just that we almost always deal in solid colors versus being able to add a little white to make it lighter, or a little, that's the blending part. That's what we have to let our eyes do that. So, friends, what's on your loom? You will see in just a moment that I had big plans to get the Never Ending project off, and it is not yet, but we're going to do it together. We are going to knock this out together. I've got my scissors handy. I have my cup of tea at the ready. We are just going to finish up this dang project because it is taking way too long. You know how that goes. We talked last week about having never-ending projects. Never ending. Mm-hmm. But today's the day, friends. Ooh, Liz says, I just wove a color gamp and it reveals some great color partners and blends. Liz, that's fantastic. By the way, Liz did that. I have a class. There's an online class about color gamps to weave your own. So if you are curious about trying some color gamps and you want some direction, I've got a great class for you. Connie says, I am weaving on a horribly tangled lost cross warp, the German pattern overshot. Oh, Connie. We all feel for you. The second you say horribly tangled lost cross, then we're all, we're cringing for you. We're going to send you some good patient energy and give you complete permission to cut that sucker off if it gets too much. You're allowed. Okay. Ruth says I'm on blanket number 5 for the 12 baby blanket overshot warp. I'm in love. The small honeysuckle pattern is so fun. Ruth, I saw your small honeysuckle. It is beautiful. It is really, you did a great job. That's very nice. By the way, thank you, Alex Madison. Our Alex Madison sponsored mug warmer right there. It's not officially sponsored, but she sent it to me as a gift, which is so sweet. So Diana Smith says, finished warping for a Navajo rug yesterday. Ooh, whiting bobbins today. Okay, Diana, about how many bobbins do you need for this? Because some of those have a lot of colors to them. I'm very curious. Ooh, Carrie says, in the Facebook group, I wrote a story of my current challenge. That's fantastic. And what a good lead-in, Carrie. If you are interested in seeing pictures from today's conversation, just ongoing, just keeping up with your buddies, we have an ongoing group, which is this one right here, Facebook/group/Acting Creative Community. So you're invited. Just answer the questions to come on in. That's kind of the policy for all the Acting Creative stuff these days. Just answer the questions and come on over. So that was good, Carrie. She just like shifted me right into it. See? Great job. Yes. Mary says, nothing is on Luna, waiting for the honeycomb yarns to arrive. She says, Sky, I found the analogy that weaving is like a colorful pointillism, very helpful with the way that color mixing with solid color. Yeah, I love that. Pointillism. Yes, please. Tamison. Hi, Tamison. Gearing up for the start of museum season. We'll be teaching all the people very soon, plus the usual bands and scarves. So, Tamison, do you do demonstrations at a museum, like weaving demonstrations at a museum? That's awesome. You guys are so talented. Gemma says, working on a striped scarf on the rigid heddle loom. Just a few more centimeters to go on the floor loom. You guys are making great progress. Wow. Sue Ann, on my loom right now is a towel warp of spring colors. Think Cadbury egg colors. Nice. In a shadow weave design. Oh, did I do the thumb? I didn't think I did it. You never know. You never know, friends. Having fun weaving something of box shapes. Yes, variation. Yeah, lots of color changes. It's keeping me on my toes. That'll do it. Oh, Sue Ann, the words lost cross made me want to throw up. Yeah, I know. See, Connie, we are all here for you. She says, but the Lost Cross project is finished, so I can weave and only cut off a couple of feet. Oh, okay, nice. Alex says, I broke a warp thread last night. Yeesh. So much for being in the groove. After live at the loom, I repaired it and get it going again. Excellent. It happens. Okay, so I'm teaching this in-person class, and we have 8 table looms set up for the students. And in the first 2 weeks, I had a loom where a cotton yarn snapped, which hardly ever happens. It was like an 8/4. It hardly ever happens. Cotton yarn snapped. The cord that connects the levers at the top to the shafts totally like disintegrated. Just nothing left. Yeah. And then I had another one where an actual heddle, like the metal, like not one of the, like a string heddle, metal, right? Like snapped. Like we must have tugged it just like all the things. Oh, that was on 2 different looms. 2 different looms, friends. Those are 3 repairs that I go years and don't have to worry about. All happened in 2 weeks. Yep. Sometimes the universe is like, let's test your ability to be calm as a teacher as all the things break around you. Sometimes that happens. I digress. But we're all feeling you, Connie Peterson, and hoping that you're past that. Keelan says, I just won on the April Weave Along yesterday. I'm cheating already. Keelan, there's always a few in the audience. There's always a few. And you know what we say? There is no weaving police, my friend. You do your project on your time frame. Sometimes people need deadlines though. So that's the beauty of the April Weave Along, that you have a small project that you can do in 1 month. That's the whole thing. But don't you worry. You just do you, Gillian. Sue Ann says, I also also a broken warp thread makes me want to cry. I wish I didn't get so kerfuffled by a broken warp thread, but I really do. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I recommend hot tea and maybe a cookie. That's baked goods. That's yeah. Hot beverage and baked goods. Yes. Okay, Diana says that for her Navajo rug, start with at least 7 colors. That's incredible, Diana. Oh, nice. Connie says I put the link on Facebook for the video of fixing the lost cross. Fantastic, Connie. Thank you for sharing that. Cindy says I just took off towels. Going to try double weave next. Ooh, you let me know. I hope it's fun. Kim says I'm on towel number 6 on the baby wolf. Still haven't made any progress on threading the baby blanket. Well, grandson is only 6 months old, so I'll have it done before he starts college. That's the spirit, Kim. There we go. You got plenty of time. Yeah. Rhonda says string heddles or metal heddles. Is there a preference out there? Oh, just a general question. You mean like the Texsolve versus the metal? Ooh, Rhonda, you're trying to stir things up, aren't you? People have very strong ideas about one or the other because they both have benefits, don't they? I have always been a metal heddle girl. I've worked on a loom that had the Texsolve, and they're very nice. They're very light. They're very quiet. They just don't slide very well. That would be the challenge. But the metal heddles, the noise never bothered me. So, see, okay, you guys weigh in. Kim says metal for me. Rhonda says I have metal, but they're quite old and catchy. I like that. Liz says metal with an inserted eye. Yep. Oh, there we go. Sherry says I would take a broken warp thread over 4 misplaced warp threads. You know what? I think I would too, Sherry. That's an interesting observation. I like that. Tamison says she does work in the museum, but we teach the visitors to use the looms as well. Good for you, Tamison. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Spreading the love. Carrie says she's in favor of the metal heddles. They slide better than Texsolve, but she has both types. I understand that. Gillian says I haven't tried the metal yet. Okay. Rhonda, I need to replace, so I'm wondering. Cindy's like, metal for me. And Donna says, Texsolve for me. I know. This is like being in Chicago and asking Cubs versus Sox. I mean, this is polarizing question. I don't like how quiet Texsolve is. Great for a small apartment when I can't get far enough from my husband and cats. Don't want to bother them. Oh, I do like. I'm sorry. Reading is hard. Yes, much quieter. Yes. Sue Ann says I have 2 looms, one with metal, one with Texsolve, and I'm a metal heddle girl all the way. She's picked a camp. Okay. Connie says Texsolve are lighter in weight, but metal ones are easier to thread. You can see the eye easier and they do slide better. That's an interesting observation, Connie. I could see that. Yeah. Also, here's a point. Some looms are built to need the weight of the metal heddles on the shafts. Ooh, good point, Carrie. Yep. Okay. All right, friends. I think we need to get to some weaving. We've been. Here's why I need someone to babysit me, because I start just going. All right, let's cut this sucker off, shall we? Man, it has been such a long time coming, and it's time, my friends, to cut this project off once and for all. Okay, can you see that? Okay, good. Okay, so let me get my scissors. Okay, so normally I like to really play warp chicken. Let me not we'll keep it G-rated here, friends. Normally I really like to play warp chicken, and I would have done probably eked out another few more inches, but it's a never ending project. I was like, okay, enough. We are done. We are all set. It is finished. Let's cut it off. So what I did basically, this last piece is going to be some kind of a runner. I have no idea what size it'll be. I got none. I just wove it. And so I put a little bit here just for a hem at the edge. So let's just do it, right? Let's just take our scissors and go to town. We'll start, let's start kind of right, I don't know. We'll start like right there. By the way, I think these are going to be hems, but if not, I'll do a little, I'll do some See, words, people. I will do some fringe. That's it. That's the word. Fringe. That's the word there, my friends. I'm actually gonna make sure my knots are kind of small though, just so my warp yarns aren't separating too much. By the way, I know I've had this question that's come up before. You could absolutely take the tension off here as you're cutting things. I don't normally, but you can. I think there's a lot of ways to do this. So you do what makes sense in your head and go from there. And sometimes it depends on how you want this finished edge to look. You might take more care as to what's happening here. I know some people will pull it forward and just cut the sucker and go, but I get so nervous that things are gonna like shift. So I always do bunches and knots. That's always what I do, friends. You do you though. If you like to just roll forward and give it a haircut, that's okay. There's no baby police. Yep. That's you do you. I'm gonna do a couple knots here. So as I mentioned, this is the project that all started from our Pantone 2025 color of the year, which, what is it? Mocha Mousse. That was the color. Has anyone else decided they're going to play with Mocha Mousse? Tell me if you were, yeah. By the way, yes, Carol is not here. She sent me a note. Apparently, the weather has been very crappy and there's no power and there's all the things. Connie, yes. I meant to mention that, yes, we're missing Carol today, but she said that life had gotten in the way. Rhonda asked you hem stitch or take it off and sew it. Rhonda, I have never grown into a girl hem stitches very much. So I will take it off. This is a piece that it's a mix of fibers, so I'm not actually even gonna do any kind of wet finishing. I know, controversial. But then I'll take it over to Dinah, and Dinah will put in beautiful little hems for me. That is the plan. Let me go this way here next. What other question? Oh, I'm sorry. Creative Neko, will you tell me what your name is, please? I'm so sorry that I'm sure you've told me, but I like to make sure I'm trying to remember people's names. I try. Mm-hmm. What was the tip about the wax, you guys? I missed that one. I missed that. Oh, Anne says I rubbed some candle wax on the top and bottom of the shafts, and the textile pedals slide very easily. Oh, look at you! You guys are so clever. Christy says I both prefer metal, but textile on the Cranbrook with the weighted beater is lighter to weave. I love that point about how some looms really are meant to work with different types of pedals. You guys are very smart, and that's a very good point. Okay, we're almost there. Thankfully, it's not a really wide project, so this part of the process won't take too long. Boy, I got fuzzies all over me. I don't, I'm gonna need to bring the little vacuum cleaner over here and just do the things. All right, are we ready? Last one. Warp chicken, right? Right, Gemma? Warp chicken. Exactly. That's here we go. Ka-chink. Last one. All right. Get these in place. Alrighty, ready? Here's the real fun part. Now we're gonna unroll it. Okay, here, I'm gonna move you over this way a little bit. I feel like you're very far away. I don't like that so much. I like you guys nice and close. I gotta be honest. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's take the break off and do it. By the way, you'll notice that I have a million R6 here. I know it's overkill. I realize this. Hello, friends. My name is Chris, and I do a few things to the point of overkill. For instance, when the yardsticks come off the back, I just put them on the front. I kind of feel like my edges may not always be so straight. So if I have to wind on a whole bunch, yeah, you can judge. It's okay. That's all right. Okay, here we go. So this is the one at the end. We've seen this for a couple weeks in a row. Ooh, it looks really nice though. What I did here was that this is all threaded for the German pattern, which is out of Marguerite Porter Davison's book. And I just like stripped it down. Like I was like, how simple can I make this? this was the answer. Looks really nice though. I like that. The what's so, and you'll see because I've had this on for a while and I've played with sizes of yarns and colors and the treadling and all the things, but I think that looks really nice. I don't know if you can really see. Let me see if I can get you nice and close. But there's a shiny. There's a sparkly yarn in there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but yes, I put a little sparkly yarn in there. Fun, right? It's kind of very stately, isn't it? It looks like it goes in a traditional sitting room kind of thing. I like that though. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay. So this was me playing with a whole different, okay, look at the difference. Come on, it's the same threading, different yarn, different repeats. This was just me marching from like just one treadle each, just going over and over and over again. And it has a really, like from a distance, you can hardly see the pattern at all. It has just kind of this wash of color, but close up, it has just this kind of funny little, it's like when your little heartbeat, yeah. That's fun. I like that. Okay, here we go. We'll back it up. Oh, see, look at that chunk. Woo, I love that. That's nice and bold. I like that. So this is my, like Chris's variation of the German pattern. I went through and I broke it up into its core components and I put it back together in a way that I liked. So this is my own Chris's variation. Hello, my name is Chris and this is my variation of German pattern. Okay, the colors are fun though, right? That looks really pretty. Mm-hmm. Yep, okay, let's see. Here we go. Oh, I have here's my little measuring yarn, just like that. Just popping off. I'll put that over there. Okay. I'm totally gonna sit on this pin. Let me move the pin out of the way so it's safe. Okay, we'll back it up. Oh, all right. Ooh. Clearly, I was playing with some colors here. Let me back it up so you can see. Look at this kind of mess, though. Isn't that fun? This is all like just black, like a thin kind of black here. And then I had some gray in here, so the pattern isn't quite as clear. Ooh, that's fun, though. I love it when you have a pattern and the colors, the actual pattern in it, whatever, something kind of starts to move. Like I like that where it goes from grays to black, or it goes from fat to skinny, or whatever that is. Woo, see? Come on, friends. How fun is that? What a blast. I got the blue. See, it's all like silvery. See the like silvery kind of colors in there? Mm-hmm. Into this kind of blue. This is fun. And what was cool is that I wanted to make sure I picked some colors that were part of the warp already and some that weren't. Like this is a totally different color from what is in the warp yarns. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Sky. She's like, you can see the texture from the angle. Yeah. It's not a cushy kind of fabric. Mm-mm. It's never gonna be a scarf. Never gonna be a wrap. But table runners, swatches, whatever. All good. All good things. Oh, and then here's from the very beginning. Look at that. This is all my little experiments with breaking down the treadling, the parts of the treadling, and then putting it back together. The white is very pretty though. I almost think I like the other end though better with the white with the little sparkle in there, which is kind of a brownish, like a warm kind of color. Look at that. How fun. Well, there we have it. A+ for the German pattern. Yes. So that is super long. Yeah, I'll have to measure it to see what the final lengths ended up being. This end actually this is a little cushier because I think I had some I had softer yarns in the beginning, but as I went, I didn't pay attention to that. Mm-hmm. Right. Alex said the black next to the gold is lovely. Thank you. That was fun. Cindy, that's so cute. So last week I watched Live at the Loom while I would drive. My hubby thought it was funny how much you. Yeah, I tend to laugh a lot, don't I? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rhonda asked, "You have a notebook of past projects with either samples or pictures?" Do you know what, Rhonda? That's a good question. When I started, I was very vigilant about keeping track of the plans for the projects, and I would always document the shrinkage and all that kind of stuff. I am less so now, less so now. But I think because of the nature of what I'm weaving is different. That's a very good question, though. Did you guys see the Natalie Drummond episode from 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks ago. Her documentation is like next level. It was crazy. It was really, I was like, that is impressive. Like that is a part-time job to document to the degree that she does, but because she teaches and the way she teaches, and I think it's just part of her personality, right? That's a great question. Yes. Thank you. You know what? You might as well. You might as well laugh. It's life is too short. Okay, friends. Thank you for bearing with me in the never ending project. I'll post some pictures. I'll have some up so you can kind of see the contrast between all the different. It's like different personalities, right? The multiple personalities of the never ending project. Sounds like a title of a book. Yeah, Sky says must be fun for the longtime weavers. It used to be zealous record keepers to go back and look at the early ones. I can imagine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you have kind of this kind of fun record of what you've done. Connie says I don't document. I used to, but don't ever remember anymore. I do try to take pictures and put them into a weaving album. How sweet. You guys, I love that. Okay. So let's finish strong, shall we? Wow, the time has gotten away from me. See, this is where I need Lori to be like, Chris, you gotta go. That's okay. So let's see. What do I have to tell you still? This week's Handwoven Experience was a throwback to a honeycomb episode that I did almost 2 years ago. Is that right? It was a while ago. But is this great overview of honeycomb. So if you are unfamiliar with the this particular pattern, friends, it's not hard. It is just a matter of kind of knowing what makes it unique and where to watch. And you got this. Honestly, we can all do honeycomb together. It's going to be a lot of fun for the April Weave Along. Speaking of which, don't forget that next Monday, the doors will open for the Facebook group. Also, let me put this back up. This is the April Weave Along central page. All of the information and links and things are there for your viewing pleasure. If you have any questions, if you want to order the projects, you can order the multi-shaft or the rigid heddle, whatever you like, friends. The goal is just to do a honeycomb project in the month of April. That is the goal. Okay, I also wanted to mention, and this is very important, I'm so excited, but tonight is our first official online Weavers Guild meeting at the Acting Creative Insiders. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be so much fun. We've reformatted the Acting Creative Insiders, the membership, and we really thought through what the new tiers would be and how each one would function. And it's going to be so awesome. So tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time is our March Online Weavers Guild meeting. And there's going to be a newsletter coming out next week. And there's ways to support each other and to learn new things. And it's just going to be awesome. So ponder that. If you are in an area that doesn't have any kind of Weavers Guild near you, or maybe the one near you just isn't quite the right fit. So come join us for the Online Weavers Guild. And I will even sweeten the pot because let me say it one more time, because in March, we reworked the entire thing. We have a special coupon. Type in half off for the combo tier, which is the best of the Online Weavers Guild plus all of the Resource Center information. Take advantage of all that. And did I mention that the Acting Creative Insiders get a free copy of the April Weave Along project instructions for the 4-shaft loom? Yes, free copy. Yeah. So fun. So do not forget, it's not too late. You can join us right now and then hang out with us tonight at 7 for the online Weavers Guild. It's going to be awesome. And let's see, did I mention the Facebook group? I did, right? Active Creative Community. Come on over there. Those are ongoing Facebook group, which is amazing. There's always so much happening and people sharing their work and asking questions and cheering each other on and all the good stuff. And last but not least, join the Love Notes. Yep, every Wednesday I pop in and tell you a little story and make sure that you have easy access to all the free content that we try to put out on a regular basis so that we can all grow as weavers. Yay for us. Woohoo! Okay, friends, what a day we have had. She said, Carrie said the session, we're about 45 minutes. Yeah, that's what we aim for. Yeah. Yes, we had a good time. Okay, friends. Next week, right back here. Mark your calendars. I'll be right back here. Anything in particular? No, it'll be a new project. Hey, it'll be a new project. Woohoo! This one is off the loom. Yay! Life is good. So mark your calendars. Next Thursday. I think is Europe changing their clocks yet? Not yet. Is it the end of the month? Is that right? Watch for the clocks changing, friends, wherever you are. Just keep an eye out for that in case that messes things up for when you normally would show up. Okay, we gotta go. Have a wonderful, fabulous week. You know what your homework is. Do something creative just for you. Start to chew on what you want to do for the April Weave Along, and I will meet you right back here next Thursday for more Live at the Loom. Have a great week, friends. Happy weaving.